Right.
Good boy.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Merry Christmas Eve. All right. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for coming on. And happy holidays to everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Got a lot of stuff to go over. I got Fortran Express here. We got Mike Mazza in the house. We might have a couple other folks. Remember, this is a members-only stream tonight, so we'll see how many members hop on. And then we had a good one last time. We had about 5 or 6 of them for the first one. It's the second one, but it is the holiday season, so I wouldn't be surprised if nobody hops on either. So, but that's totally fine either. Totally fine as well. But give a shout out to the chat. Who do we have in here? We got Sean Browning. Happy holidays. Tim King and Jordan's. Aiden's in the house. Kyle Gibbs. What is good, man? Blizzard in Buffalo. Oh, no surprise, dude. It's freezing over here. It went from 46 degrees to like 10 right now. So it is cold, dude. It's brick. Matt G's in the house. Billy Branch. What is my friend? Paul, I love it. I love it, dude. Well, I got some gummy
Smash
stuff.
those likes, guys. Smash those likes.
Yeah, smash those likes, gang, if you don't mind. I'm going to try to get to like 150 to 200 likes. Texas Buckeyes in the house. We're doing well, my friend. How are you? Happy holidays. These are gummy throat lozenges, so if you see me popping them, I have a head cold, so
How
don't
you
mind
doing
me.
in Texas?
Rich is in the house. David Cadigan Condingo Jr. What's good, man? There's a lot of stuff going on. Thomas Amadio, Mike Pellegrino. All right, Kyle Gibbs in the house. Dev is here. Tom Mel's in the house. Yeah, it's brick cold, man. Absolutely brick. Blessings to you. Yeah, happy and merry to everybody. Whatever you celebrate, may it be happy and merry with your family, your loved ones, your friends, whatever it is. Good health.
Absolutely.
Ronaldo, Michael Marsh, Ben Gorilla. We got a lot of folks up in here, man. All right. 136 already. Yeah, while you're coming in, please smash the like button so we can get those likes up to 200 if we can. Who else we have in here? Pacific Reefer, Jim Paul. We got, man, the whole crew. Texas Buckeye, thanks so much, my friend. Always a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure. Robert, Spartan, AZN, Russell Whipple, Chicken Pie. Yeah, baby. All right. 15, yeah, it's 12 over here at the 11 or something like that. It's going to go down to like 9. The Trout stuff is propaganda, Spawn. It's propaganda. It's being propagated by 1 or 2 folks that just watch. You see folks, some folks do this. They'll say they're going to do this, and then the video is completely different from the title. Then it's hypothetical, or what about this? It's completely different than the title. So beware of that stuff. Just beware. I was talking to someone else about this earlier. You got to beware of the clickbaity stuff, okay? So, excuse me. Beware of that stuff. And again, one thing, with the way we do it, and the way Mike does as well, and other folks like Joey from the Shift and Yankees Morning, we keep it authentic. We keep it real. So we're not going to bait you into something and have the topic be completely different than the content. So just beware of that. There's no teeth to the Mike Trout thing. Have you heard of anything, Fortran?
I haven't heard a single thing about it. The only thing I've heard is a lot of Reynolds talk, but I haven't heard anything Trout or Ohtani like.
Yeah, the last thing I heard was Jack Curry saying the Yankees are unwilling to part with any of the top 3. But then we're also hearing tonight that the Brewers have asked for Nestor Cortes as part of the trade in Cincinnati as one of their top pitching people. So now I don't, personally, my first 3 words are like eat a dick. Okay, it's not happening. So but. And I don't see the point in bringing in Rodon to get rid of Nestor Cortes. I wanted to beef up the rotation. Having both of them there from the left-handed side is, is nothing short of fantastic. So I can't see them moving Nestor Cortes. But, this is what happens in negotiations, right? You start up in the moon, you try to land in the clouds. So that's exactly what Pittsburgh's doing. And they're going to ask for the moon. Like Cashman asked for the moon, and we trade guys away too. Somebody wants to. Cashman does the same thing. It's negotiating 101. And then the compromise point is wherever it is. But I do not see Nestor Cortes, even though this was his best season by far. He's still building up his innings. Like he's still on his way up towards becoming a starter. And he's got 3 more seasons of control here. So I can't see him.
Which is important.
Yeah. I can't see him moving. So I just that one was crazy, but I'm not surprised they asked for him. So
I'm not either. And I mean, later on when the deal does eventually get done, because like I've said, since day one, he's coming to the Yankees one way or another. You know, when the deal does get done, I could see a guy like Domingo Herman and Clark Schmidt heading that package, and I do eventually see the Yankees, caving and giving one of their top prospects like a Dominguez up.
I could see it too. I can't see Volpe moving. I mean, the Yankees
No.
passed on 7 All-Star shortstops for Volpe. They're not going to pass. They're not going to trade him for Ryan Reynolds. I just can't see it. Like,
I don't see that.
Yeah,
I could see them doing Dominguez or Peraza maybe, but I don't see him doing Volpe.
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna take Volpe, then you're gonna add David Bednar to that deal because I'm not doing that deal unless you add David Bednar to that.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way in the world. No way in the world, man. It's just.
Yeah.
Speaking of trades, have you folks heard of the trade that happened earlier this evening? Dalton Varsho, the guy that we've been talking about from Arizona, been traded to the Blue Jays.
Yep.
For Lourdes Gurriel and a top catching prospect. So he's coming to the American League East, Dalton Varsho, and his lefty power bat. So It was a slight overpay by the Blue Jays, but
it was a good overpay.
Yeah, it was a good overpay. So don't be surprised if the Pirates don't budge on their asking price for Ryan Reynolds, because that could have elevated the asking price.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We
now,
have to see.
Here's something that you and I were talking about just a little bit ago was, so they brought in Wilmer Difo on a minor league deal. Don't be surprised if either one of two things happens. They do a package of Bednar Reynolds, with Torres also being a part of that package going to Pittsburgh, or if they do a package for Reynolds, and then they send Torres and a couple of other prospects over to a team like Seattle for an Andres Munoz. Don't be surprised.
Which is a stud reliever. So, and Mike and I have been talking like Gleyber Torres is a good trade piece for a top relief pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and I are both of a similar opinion that we think he's probably, if he gets moved, it's going to be for a good reliever. So
it's not going to be for, some reliever who's a no-name reliever.
No.
We're not doing that. Absolutely not.
We're talking, Munoz, Gregory Soto, guys like that. Guys that have controllable years and that are very good. So, Hayden, where's 427? Where you at, dude? Where are you at? You in Europe? Is it 9:33? It's 7 hours difference, man. You in Europe, bro? If you are, welcome to Europe, man. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Welcome, man.
Love it.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. Andrew, yes, have a head cold, dude. Have a head cold. But that doesn't stop the roll here, man. We got to keep doing it, man. We got to keep rocking and rolling, man.
Michael Marsh just put out something that about Munoz, and he's not wrong. I mean, if you remember the game against the Yankees that he pitched in against us, it was unfair on how unhittable he was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, his slider has a 9 to 12-inch break, and he averages 2,500 to 3,000 rotations per minute on that slider.
That's crazy, man.
That's unheard of.
That's crazy, man. You're in where did you see? You're in Israel? Dude, welcome Israel. We got Japan up in here too. Pacific. Dude, this is an international chat, man. I love it. Yankees have international flavor, baby. I love this.
Dude, this is awesome.
Right? You got Japan up in here, Israel. Dude, this is fantastic.
Dude, I love it. This is awesome, man.
Dude.
This is what this is all about.
Yeah, that's right.
Good, clean, accurate content and doing it internationally and in stateside. That's great.
Yeah, the international flavor. The family is broad here, baby. We have a big I love it. Welcome, everybody. Atlanta. Dude, this is fantastic. We have Vegas up in here. San Diego. Dude. Yeah, international atmosphere.
I mean, I'm currently in New York right now on leave, but that's pretty cool that we have some international guys out here.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah. You guys are taking the time to hang out with us, man. Yes, Shabbat Shalom to Israel. That's right, Texas Buckeye. That's right. Happy Hanukkah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Louisiana, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Yankee Nation, upstate.
Were you able to get tats on this?
What's that?
Were you able to get tats on this?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen him.
Oh,
if you have his contact.
So I actually had him on my live stream
Thailand up in here too.
before I left Washington to come home for leave, I had him on my live stream.
Right,
And that
man.
was pretty cool.
He popped on a couple times on mine as
Yeah,
well. I hopped up on one of yours on the last end of it, and he was in there
you
with a
did.
couple of folks.
Yep.
Michael, here you go. Michael Marsh right there, Bronx, New York, baby.
There you go.
Christopher Flash. Didn't see your last comment. Oh, what's your last comment? We have 129 likes and 288 people.
Guys, smash those like buttons.
Yeah. Can we get up to 200 really quickly? It's always helpful
What?
to the channel when we get the likes up.
Let's just smash it just because we got the international flavor up in here.
Exactly. Exactly. And Louisiana, do you represent LeBron Guidry, man? Louisiana Lightning, baby.
Louisiana Lightning.
I love it, man. What else we got here? God, I love it, man. And happy holidays to everybody, no doubt about it. San Antonio, Saratoga Springs.
Wow.
Did you see the Yankees signing four minor league deals? T. Drake went today. I mean, they signed a minor leaguer all earlier, Wilmer Defoe. We signed him to a minor league deal, but if he makes it to the major leagues, it's a split contract, so it's about $1.5 million if he makes it. So, like we were talking about this earlier, Mike and I, about why would they sign an infielder when they have a surplus of infielders at the major league and minor league level? This could be a sign that they're looking to make a move and they're going to be involving infielders, whether it be Torres, whether it be we don't know. But why would you bring him in if you don't plan on moving other infielders? So
I have a feeling that Torres is probably the likely piece that'll go.
yeah.
And then what they'll do is, or here's another little interesting tidbit. Now, we may not think of this as, a great move because of what he did for us last season on the bases, but they could be thinking of moving IKF.
Yeah, they could be. They could be. He has some value. He is one of the best base runners on the team. So if they move him, it's got to be a smart move. Like, I would much rather move Donaldson and just start IKF at third base at this point. But I know it's harder to move Donaldson.
It'll be harder to move Donaldson. Now, what I could see is they could do – Cashman is known for sneaky moves. We know this. This is not anything new to us. I could see Cashman, pulling out the move of the century, other than a Reynolds move for, another infielder and, another reliever. He could go to – I don't know. He could go to Milwaukee for all we know and be like, hey, we want Devin Williams and this and, A, B, C, and D, and we'll give you Torres and 2 pitchers. Yeah, so that could be the kind of move he could do.
Yeah, Cashman's a sneaky bastard. So Alec Thomas and Jake McCarthy are off the market now. Where'd you hear that word, Leffers? Because they traded Varsho?
I would guess that would be the reason.
Did you hear that? Is that why? Because they still have an excess of outfielders, but I could see this happening as well. They still have that other kid too. I forgot his name, but there's another outfielder too that I know they were looking to move 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
But this would be the reason why I think it would be, why they would be off the market. So Kevin Hunt, to your point right here, to your comment too, thinking if the Yankees are unable to get Reynolds after what was given up for Varsho, well, yeah. That's what they were just saying too. Like I don't know if McCarthy's off the market yet, or Alec Thomas. And then, people are talking.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it either. People talking about Kepler, but people also talking about Luis Arias.
I don't want Arias, and I don't want Kepler. Those are 2 pieces I would stay as far away from as I can.
Andrea, where'd you hear this? That Trout wants to join the Yankees. Where do we hear this one? I'm curious.
I want to know what source said that.
Yeah, what source? Because we'll definitely got to vet that.
Because if it is indeed true, then I guess, but we'll see.
We got 167 likes. All right, we're 33 short of 200. We got 336 people. Welcome everybody. Happy holidays. And if anybody's new in here, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, or join us with the live streams. We have a lot of fun here.
Yeah, Jason, I just checked. I didn't see anything about it.
Somebody just said Anzo. Somebody just said Anzo.
I don't buy anything Anzo says.
I don't. And the reason why, FJ, look at the title He says they're close to trading or working on a trade, and then watch the video. It's completely different. Talks about hypotheticals. FJ, so why again? Look at his title and then watch the video and see if it's similar or if it's different. The content. That's what we're talking about. You got to be consistent. You have to be accurate because there's no other source that puts out the Trout wants to play the Yankees, and nobody's heard that. So, and is he putting out his sources? I don't think so. I don't buy it when people say I have the inside and all that stuff. No, you don't.
That's the thing. Like, you need to have the sources to back up. Like when you and I or Hector put something out, it's per JP Morosi or Jeff Passan.
Exactly. I corroborate with like 3 different sources. Like I say, Heyman, and then MLBTradeRumors.com, and then Jack Curry. Like I give you, it's got to be backed up by like 2 or 3 different sources. Once it's, but you're right, Amir Hirsch. It is clickbait. It is. So just be careful of that stuff. Everybody's entitled to do what they do, but I won't do that here. I'm not going to lead you guys on. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to know right away whether it's accurate or not. So as long as you're okay with that.
Hey, I just got something for you, Jason. It's on MLB Trade Rumors. This happened about a half an hour ago. The Yankees signed Tanner Tully and Ryan Weber to minor league deals.
Oh, I heard him, Ryan Weber. Yeah, that must have been what he was talking about, the 4 minor league deals.
Mm-hmm.
Weber happened the other day, actually. Well, they agreed to it, but it was official, I guess, today. Who's Tanner Tully?
Tanner Tully, Nick Ramirez, and Ryan Weber and Jamie Westbrook were all signed to minor league deals.
Okay, so that must have been what he was talking about a few minutes ago.
Yep. Tanner Tully was with Cleveland.
26th round pick in 2016. What is he? He's a left-handed pitcher. Nick Ramirez is a left-handed pitcher. Ryan Weber's a righty. He was with the Yankees last year. Yep. And infielder Jamie Westbrook. Okay.
Yeah. So that's probably the 4. Those are the 4 they was probably talking about.
Yeah. Thank you for putting that four deals out. Appreciate that, man, for the intel. Yeah. So 4 more guys. This is typical Cashman, by the way. He does this a lot, right? He brings in a lot of minor leaguers for depth, and because they constantly have a rotating, guys come up, guys come down, guys come up, options, this and blah blah blah. So this is textbook Cashman, and he's going to continue to do that because he likes to beef up the system up and down. So
funny thing is, I was talking to my brother-in-law last night, my wife's brother. We were talking about the whole respect thing that the Yankees and the Mets have for each other, and what Steve Cohen did and how he's like, I'm not going after Judge. There's a lot of teams that tend to hate on that when he spends the money.
Mm-hmm.
And Hal Steinbrenner said, no, that's good for the game. That's what we need. We need teams to spend money like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with the bottom 10 teams not spending money.
Yes. And that's another thing.
Pocketing all the profits. They're billionaires. They pocket so much money in profits. It's completely unfair to the players. Why are you not giving players an opportunity? Why are you not signing them? Why do teams like the Yankees have to pony up revenue sharing for those teams when they just pocket the money? It's completely
Here's what we both agree on. My brother-in-law and myself agree on is that if baseball should have a hard cap for those teams. That they have to spend at least $100 million for whatever they get to at least minimum $100 million, and if they don't, then they get penalized.
So one of the things I put out, I'm glad you brought that up. One of the things I put out last year was a minimum floor, right?
Yes.
And it should be tiered up. So the bottom has to be like, let's just say 60 million, and do it up to 3 years, let's say, to make it gradual. The second year, you have to spend at least 80. The third, you have to be up to 100 million. Otherwise, you lose draft picks. Or something.
That, and you have to pay back that money.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Pay back the revenue sharing, or you don't receive any of it at all.
Yeah.
You have to, again, these guys have to invest in their product, man. What's the point of having this franchise if you're not investing in your product? You can't.
That's why Oakland's attendance is down the drain every single year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So look at this we got from Liam. Who's the King source? You know what that is?
No idea.
The King source made a video that Enzo based his off where he had a family member that works for Cashman.
Uh,
that's kind of dangerous. I wouldn't be name dropping family members and all that stuff.
yeah,
So that's dangerous, man. But I mean, this is again, you have to be able to prove that stuff. You have to be able to corroborate it or whatever. And Cashman, for the people that know him, he doesn't tell anybody anything.
yeah.
Nobody. He doesn't.
Cashman is like it's like one of those, those safes
Yeah,
that you can't break open.
you can't break it. Can't break it with a bulldozer. It's just one of these.
No.
He's locked down like Fort Knox. He doesn't tell
Yep.
anybody. And again, I don't like personally. I don't like putting out stuff, hypotheticals, and calling it facts. So
No.
it's just unfair. So I appreciate that again, Texas Buckeye. Yeah, please hit that like button, gang. Please hit that like button.
We're,
We're up 200 likes. Thank
someone.
you. 200.
Yep.
Nice. Thank you,
Nice.
guys.
200.
300 if we can.
I
213.
mean, Jason, you and I talk a lot over the course of, a week to a month and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we have both on countless occasions have said that the one thing that the Yankees have always been good at is making these sneaky moves.
Yeah. Cashman's
Because look at Clay Holmes when he came over from Pittsburgh. Okay? He was what? Nothing.
Yeah.
Cashman touched him and he became that diamond in the rough. And now look at him.
Yep. Exactly. I never even know who Clay Holmes was until he traded for him. Never heard of him before. So, Udall, COVID second time.
Oh, yeah.
I just spoke to my mom today. My mom just tested positive for it. It's the first time.
Jesus.
I had it a month ago. We went to a wedding, and my wife and I both caught it. So,
I had it twice. It's not fun.
no, it's not fun. It's not fun.
No.
But I hope you get better quickly, Udall.
Feel
Cheers.
better, man.
Cheers to a full recovery and a speedy recovery, man. Let's revisit the Cato Martin for Gleyber Torres. Well, swapping a second baseman for a second baseman,
That's not worth it.
because Cato is going to block Volpe too.
Yep.
So I would trade Torres for a relief pitcher. In all honesty, that's just me. Anthony Lipari's in the house. What's up, my man? Yeah, word of life, man. This is the most contagious strain right now of COVID and flu and everything else. So it's going on like wildfires, unfortunately.
Yep.
So just rest, everybody. If you get it, hydrate, rest as much as you can. Quarantine, do what you need.
Stay in bed if you can. Try to get yourself better. It's the holiday season. Try to stay positive. I know it sucks, but get yourselves better.
Yeah, please do. I'm like, this guy Rusty got it 3 times, dude.
Jesus, man.
That's rough, man. That's rough, dude. But I'm glad that you're here with us, and I hope you're okay. K-Tail's an outfielder, but he's been playing more infield lately. He plays infield and outfield. He's been having leg problems, so they're putting him at second base more than the outfielder. So are the Yankees still in? I doubtful they're in on Evaldi.
No.
If they
I wouldn't.
They
I
signed
wouldn't touch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch Evaldi with a 12-foot pole. I wouldn't do it.
And he's actually a qualifying offer. So why would the Yankees give that for like a number 4 starter? I don't think they're going to do that.
He also has a history of injuries.
He does. So
and he wasn't great with us the first time around anyway, so I don't, want to take that risk. And that's something else though, because let's evaluate something for a second. Okay, go. Let's evaluate something. Look at the 2 pitching staffs in New York. The 2 pitching staffs in New York. You've got on the Mets Scherzer, Verlander, Senga,
Quintana, and we're missing somebody. I forgot who the other one is.
Quintana, and then you've got Carrasco.
Carrasco, right?
And then on the Yankees side of things, you've got Cole, Rodon, Cortez, Severino, and you also have Montas. So now, if you because I was just talking to my brother-in-law about this too. If you evaluate both pitching staffs, the 2 best pitching staffs in Major League Baseball reside in New York.
It's true. This is true. Battle for New York
And
supremacy right here, man.
yeah,
Yep.
and that's something that teams should be looking at. Like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe we need to watch out and not sleep on these two New York teams
Yep.
because you know what? At the end of the day, their pitching can hurt us.
Oh yeah. And baseball, honestly, guys, baseball is better when both New York teams are at the top and amongst the best. So baseball is definitely better with that. So I'm excited about that. And just Seven Curto, why do you feel areas would be huge for us? I always like to get other folks' opinions on this stuff. So what do you give us your insight on that? I'm really curious. Yeah, COVID's a pain in the butt, man. COVID's a pain in the butt. Yeah, let's try to get to 300 likes. What do we have? 236. We have 407 people in here. All right. Dang, it's good to have you all in here. So, 314 career hitter. Okay, what else? Curto, I mean, that's a good start. I mean,
That's nice. What's his? I just want to know, just for all intents and purposes, what is his career WAR?
let's pull him up
Because
here.
that'll say a lot.
Luis Arias. Let's pull him up. Luis Arias. All right. Yeah, COVID does suck, gang. I mean, it's real though. This ain't no joke, man. His career, he's only been here for 4 years, so career WAR of 10.4. This past year was 4.4. So, okay,
Okay.
8 home runs, 316 average. Rookie season 334, then 321, then 294 and 316. So his lowest season was 294. So he's
Yeah.
clearly a good hitter. But
So what positions is he? Is he an infielder, outfielder? Is he just an infielder?
he's an infielder. So, and that's the only thing. I mean, where would he play is the question. Second base, third base, first base. I mean, maybe third base, but you're going to have to move Donaldson. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
If we can get him for the outfield, it would be nice, but he's an infielder. And we have an excess of infielders. So, but that's the type of hitter we need from the outfield. Excuse me. It's exactly like we need from the outfield. So, table setter. Hershey and Torres needs to be a table setter like in a restaurant. Get excited. Yeah, dude. I mean, T. Drake, this happens all the time. They're always in there for making, excuse me, making minor league moves. The Yankees all the time. I mean, Cashman makes like 1,000 of them every year. He really, really does. So
Now, what I could see is now that Arizona has traded Varsho to Toronto tonight, I could see a 3-team deal that would involve Seattle, Pittsburgh, and the Yankees, to where the Yankees get both Munoz and Reynolds in one shot.
I mean, that would be a haul, but
I mean, yes, you would have to give something up,
yep.
but I could see that going down where Seattle gets Torres and a couple of prospects, and then we give the haul that we need to for Reynolds, which I could see being Herman, Schmidt, Dominguez, Gil or Garcia, and Arias.
They might even get somebody from Seattle too.
And then Seattle would have to fork someone over.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't be offended if they got Munoz and Brian Reynolds. I mean,
No, I wouldn't either. That's the other move I could see. And I can see that because first off, Hal has already said that they are not done. And I don't believe they are done. I believe Hal and Cashman are in their office somewhere working up some of their, their magic and
yep.
pulling something out of their hats and being like, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is who we're giving up.
Yep.
This is what we're getting. And this is getting done now. And I can already see the wheels turning.
I mean, it would be kind of nice to wake up to something like that tomorrow. I don't know. What a hell of a Christmas gift. Wookie, don't believe that propaganda, Trout and Reynolds. It's not happening. It's not based in reality, dude. We were talking about that a little bit ago. And Have I heard a trade? But the Pirates requested JT earlier this evening. Requested a Nestor Cortez as part of the package.
That's not going to happen, though.
It's not gonna happen.
I can see Cashman being like, I'm not going to give you Cortez, but I'll give you Herman and Schmidt, who right there could be your number 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, if the Yankees can pull that off, and yeah, but they're not going to give up Cortez.
No.
Yeah.
Not if they just got Rodon. They're not doing that.
Yep. I mean, Christopher Woods,
Absolutely
yes, it's going to be costly. Yes, the Blue Jays did overpay for Varsho. Less players, but higher quality. I totally get it. But yeah, it will hurt. It will hurt. I mean, Varsho I think he has more controllable years than Brian Reynolds too. So,
That's
but we'll
why.
see. I mean,
Let me take a look to see what Varsho has for controllable years.
I think he might have 4. McCarthy. We don't know. We just heard from someone else saying McCarthy might be out as well. Haven't confirmed that yet. But
okay. So Varsho is not a free agent until 27.
Yeah, he's got 4 more years left. Yep. Yes.
So I just want to put this out there, Jason. We know that what's his name? Reynolds has
3.
3 years of controllable years. Now imagine if they picked up Munoz as well. That would give them up to 7 controllable years on 2 separate players.
Yep.
Because there's an option for the 26th season for Andres Munoz.
That's the type of control we need in these trades, man. That's not going to blow up the payroll. And it looks like that's the road that Steinbrenner wants to take. I mean, there's no one else available for agency that's expensive.
And that's the thing that Cashman's good at. Look at the Scott Efros trade. Scott Efros has another 4 or 5 years of team control left.
He's a free agent 28. Yep.
This is where Cashman is at his most dangerous, is getting teams to budge and getting the guys he wants that have controllable years. And you and I have both said this from the very beginning. Controllable years is what makes a team better.
Yeah. They get used to being with each other. Yeah, absolutely. And you're right, too. No team is out on any player. Look what Cohen did with Correa. Cohen's slick, and he's aggressive. So I give him a lot of credit in the world. And Dr. Lipschitz, you're right, too. I mean, Nestor ain't going anywhere. I don't know why people are bringing it up because it came up today. And Yankee fans we are private investigators and public, and we investigate everything that we hear. Every part of speculation we dissect it and make sure that it's true or not, and we pick it apart one way or another. So if you ever want to have a detective who's a baseball fan, he or she's probably going to be a Yankee fan. So, but we do this all the time. And again, that's why, this channel is great too, because we have so many people doing the investigative work, and we all have different perspectives, and there's people learning things that we haven't learned yet. So,
just helpful. Like with the Yoshida thing, where I had told you that he was getting posted when that hadn't even been broken yet.
Yep. I mean, it's this is why I appreciate all the people that come on here, because learn stuff from you folks. It's not only you guys learning from me or Mike or whatever. We learn from you too. So that's one thing that makes this channel. That's why our family here is so good, such a special family. So because a lot of people know stuff, and we have different perspectives, and it's what's great. That's what's great about it.
Yeah.
257 likes. All right, man. We might get to 300. We might get to 300 likes, gang. That'd be kind of awesome.
Keep smashing those like buttons.
Yeah, man. Keep hitting it, man. I appreciate you.
Torres. You guys haven't.
What's
they
that?
Haven't hit that. They haven't hit that bell icon and subscribe. They're missing out.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying hard to get to 20,000 subs by the end of the year, but I think I overshot my landing a little bit. We're a little over.
All right. I think I did too.
Yeah, we might get to 18 by the end of the year, but I want to get to 20 before the season starts. So if there's anybody in there that hasn't hit the subscribe button yet, so even if you don't plan on watching all the videos, if you enjoy this type of content, it's greatly appreciated if you do that.
I kind of overshot mine a little bit too, because I was trying to get to 100. I'm at like 65 now, but I'm still trying to get there before the season starts as well.
if anybody doesn't, wouldn't mind smashing subscribe button for Fortran Express to help him get to 100. That would be greatly appreciated. There's plenty of folks in here that would enjoy his content as well. He has good live streams. He always has good guests on too. And again, it's real, authentic baseball talk, real, authentic Yankee talk, not propaganda. Not propaganda.
Don't do that.
Right? Propaganda can be fun, but not the expense of facts. I'm all for being entertained, but I'm not going to feed you guys lies to have you find out later. That's just going to crush my credibility. It's going to crush Fortrains. We don't do that. We're going to keep it real with you guys and gals. So, and
that's why if something comes out, I'm like, per multiple sources. If I know them at the time, great, I'll put them out. But if not, it's like I'll let you know when I find out.
Yep, exactly, dude. We confirm a lot. We confirm 4 different ways. So, and it's better that way.
It is.
Steven, what are you hearing? Or do you have a proposal here? By the way, I love the Halloween.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Michael Myers, baby. What are you hearing, Stephen Parks? What are you hearing? Give it to us, baby. Corbin Burns. I mean, Corbin Burns would be fantastic. I know a lot of teams are asking. They want. And would we take what's his name, Christian Yelich's contract? But he has 175 million left on his contract. So
yeah, that's a bit of an albatross.
I'm not even entertaining that unless the Brewers are going to eat a big chunk. And
I'm not entertaining it if they're not eating a big chunk and if they're not taking either Hicks or Donaldson.
Yeah, and if the less you eat, you're gonna have to give us Devin Williams.
Yep, so, absolutely.
Absolutely. You give us Devin, man. That's the only way I'm gonna do it. AZN, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. We need an everyday left fielder. Happy holidays to you. You're absolutely right. We need an everyday left fielder. So, and the Yankees, I mean, are running out of time to figure out the left field position. So, I'm really kind of. Let me see. I mean, you never know. I mean, the Yankees are in a position to overpay for Munoz too. So, but I get what you're saying. Now let's see here. Let's check Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's see if we heard anything about these other outfielders being out now. Now that they've traded Dalton Varsho. No, just acquire. They are loaded with talent on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Andrew Jones kid, they have other kids coming up. They're fully loaded. The D-backs, absolutely.
They are absolutely loaded.
Yeah, so they're going to be good.
That is absolutely.
Sonny's in the house. Any Yankees news on? We just talked about it. The Yankees signed 4 guys to
minor league
deals today. 289. I'll be happy getting 5. You'll get there, Chris. You'll get to 500 subs. So Mazza, you'll get there sooner than later, man. It took me over a year to get to 1,000. So I had a slow start too. Over a year to get to 1,000. Then it just started. It takes a life of its own at some point if you're consistent and if you're just honest and genuine. Just be that way, and you'll be good to go.
I don't know if you remember the interview I did with Jimmy Leyritz.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that one was an interesting one, just because of everything he had talked about. And one thing that he mentioned was he doesn't think that the Yankees are rebuilding or retooling. He thinks that they're gearing up for the long haul, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I think he's absolutely right, being that he still has some position with the Yankees as a broadcaster. It's saying something.
Yeah, he's got credibility. He's got juice in the Yankee world.
Absolutely. And if you guys haven't checked, whoever hasn't checked that out, please do. It'll give you some more insight on, the Yankees themselves, and also where I get information from and who I speak with and who I can get a hold of. But please check that out. That was probably the highlight of my time doing this as a content creator. But please definitely check that out.
I haven't had a single player on here yet on my channel. So
really?
Kudos to you for having Jim Leyritz on yours, dude. That's awesome. I'm still working on it. I haven't gotten anybody yet. So,
you don't have a Facebook, do you?
No. I should start one though, right?
I mean, because he's on Facebook. He's on my Facebook.
Is he really?
So,
That's cool.
yeah, I'm friends with him on Facebook.
That's awesome. What's with the? There's a lot of folks
No,
want Liam Hendricks here, man. I mean, he's a good reliever, but I mean, personally, I'd rather have a lefty. We only have one lefty in the bullpen right now because they
yeah,
paid Lucas Licky to make room for uh, Tommy
Rodon.
Kingman.
Oh, Tommy King, that's right.
That they need another lefty here. So, and again, Illuminati too. Thanks so much for the donut. Appreciate that. We should give Austin Wells a shot at left field. He's projecting to be a catcher and a first baseman, but they have enough guys here who can play multiple positions, man. In all honesty, he's got an attractive bat. I mean, like, I'm curious to see where he's gonna go. He's projecting through the system nicely as well. So, this is true, man. What's this? Millionaires and billionaires, and we pay anymore. I'm not going to watch get charged more. It's a bottom shop or something. That's it. Yeah. App is a better placeholder. Can be a placeholder. He could be, but at what price, Hirsch? How much do we have to give up for him?
That's the thing is, if the Pirates are asking for a boatload for Reynolds, right? Then you better believe that the Cubs are going to ask for a boatload for Happ.
Yep. Not following the Yankees' facial hit. They've had this policy since George Steinbrenner came on. George Steinbrenner was a military guy. And,
That's what I was about to say.
Policy from the beginning. And, it's been, but again, guys know this coming in. Like, if you're traded here, it's one thing. If you sign here as a free agent, you know
what you're walking into.
Exactly, ahead of time. So these guys agree to it. Nobody's forced to do anything. They're agreeing to do this. So, but there are some guys that have not wanted to do that, like Bryce Harper and some other folks. So guys have turned down and made it clear before they even potentially got offers that they didn't want to do that type of stuff. So this is some reasons where the Yankees don't go after certain people because they don't want to adhere to that policy. And that's totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, and the Phillies signed Craig Kimbrell this evening too for the bullpen.
That's a nice signing for him.
1 year, $10 million. 1 year, $10 million. So we don't know, Jose. We've been talking about it and we hope they're getting. We think that's going to happen, but it's just gonna be a little bit more of a dragged out negotiation because the Padres.
I think it's gonna.
Go ahead.
I think it's gonna be like what happened with Rodon. It's gonna be drug out, like you said. But at the end, they're going to find that middle ground.
Yeah.
And I've said this on several occasions to you and everyone else who has spoken to me about it. At the end of the day, Brian Reynolds will be a Yankee. It may take a bit, but he will be a Yankee. It may take a couple of weeks, but he will be a Yankee by next season.
That's all we need, man. So, Matt, who are you talking about? He's still in jail. Who are you referring to? I think Chad Curtis is in jail. I think John Wetland's in jail.
Yep. They're both in prison.
Yeah, John Wetland for, I think, child pornography or something.
Yep. That's what it was.
Chad Curtis for, I don't know what the hell he did.
DUI.
DUI, okay.
I think is what it was.
Chris, you want to link your, Mike, you want to link your channel? I got Chris asking for the link to your channel.
Yeah, I can do that.
In the comments so that people have access to it.
I got you.
Howard Diamond. If the Yankees sign Bauer, do they have to give other teams? Well, if they sign him, that means he's a free agent, and that would mean the Dodgers have released him, so they would not have to give up anything. The Dodgers are still on the hook right now for his salary. Now that he's been reinstated, the Dodgers are responsible for that $30 million or whatever it is they have to pay him, and unless they release him, the Dodgers still have to pay that money one way or another. So, but if they release him, then he doesn't. The Yankees don't have to pay. The Yankees would only have to pay him a minimum if he gets released. So, that's how it would work, Howard. But I think any team would probably wait for the Dodgers to release him before signing him because they don't want to assume that $30 million for a guy that hasn't pitched in almost 2 years. So, Bauer got suspended from some, whatever you want to call it, sexcapades with some girl and some freaky sex stuff and whatnot.
So I put my channel's link in your on the private chat between you and I, because I can't put it into the actual group chat though.
Really?
So yeah,
Let me see. Hang on. Stay right there, guys. Hang on 1 second. See if I can pull this up here. There we go. Let's see. All right. This is Four Trains channel. For those that are interested, go take a look at him. If you don't mind, please support him by subscribing to his channel as well. Let's help him with 100 subs. It's right down in the right here. I'll put it up on the screen. That's his channel right there. Breaking news: Yankees signed Didi Gregorius. You pulling our leg, Jose? Yeah. Jurickson
I'll
profile.
check that now.
He's a decent player. I don't know. It wouldn't represent the upgrade that the Yankees need. But I mean, if they got him, they got him. Trade Glaber and prospects to Minnesota for Kepler and Arias. Adamayo will make this offseason an A+. I want to continue to beat the Arias horse, but I watched a lot of his bats. Glaber and
Yeah, Jason, I didn't see anything about Gregorius re-signing with the Yankees.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. He must be joshing us. Must be. Got 304 likes, man. I appreciate it. 300 likes. I love it, man. Yeah, I'm not sure about Matt
Smash
Kepler.
those likes, guys.
Oh, yeah. Esteban
I would
Loaiza.
stay away from Kepler.
Yeah. So would I. Esteban Loaiza is in prison for like 20 years or 30 years for some crazy drug kingpin something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Myers just went to the Reds.
Yeah.
John, where are you hearing this? Who's telling you this Yankees are going after Mike Trout? We've already talked about this. I want to know if you're getting it from the same source that everybody else is. Let's see. Who do you
Moustakis got DFA'd.
Yep, to make room for Will. Yep. Who's telling you this, John?
Just got released.
By the Red Sox, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, Kepler's
I can guarantee
his stats look like Hicks, OPS and everything else. His stats are almost identical to Aaron Hicks for the last several years. So I mean Kepler's
an Aaron Hicks 2.0.
Exactly.
So I can guarantee you where John got that. It's the same person, and it's all a bunch of whatever.
Everybody's saying the same guy. And he doesn't have any sources, and what he's telling you is not accurate, unfortunately. So, that type of stuff you got to back it up. You have to back it up, and we can't find that anywhere. You'd be able to find it if they were closing in on the Trout and Brian Reynolds, because that's what the title of his video said, and that's that can be further from the truth. Just be careful with that type of stuff. He's entitled to do obviously whatever he wants, but be careful, because if it isn't true, if you don't have sources to back it up, people are going to call it propaganda, and his credibility is going to get hurt. So, I'm saying not to look out for him, but you just got to be careful. You know what I mean?
You don't want to spew information that's not true, and if you make a mistake, just be like, "Hey, my mistake. Thought that's what it was. Must have misread it or whatever." But don't get yourselves caught up with propaganda like that.
Yeah, Matt, appreciate you. I would change the title for me. I would change the title for me, but I appreciate that, man. Dev, we appreciate that too. You watching us, so thank you. And thanks, folks, for supporting.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yankees. Who's telling you this too, Jose? Is it the same person? Because they're not.
I'm telling you, it's probably Enzo. I'll put this to bed now. Mike Trout is not coming to the Yankees.
Yeah. No.
We have a better shot at getting Brian Reynolds than we do Mike Trout. Let's be real here.
Angels have made a lot of moves. Angels have brought in a lot of guys, and they're not going to bring all these guys in to just move Mike Trout. It doesn't make any sense.
No. Or Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, exactly. So who's your source, Jose? And here, John, where's this 3-team deal at? Is he also peddling you the 3-team deal? Is that what he's saying? Got to be careful with this stuff, man. Be very careful with this. It's not, if it's not accurate, man, it's going to blow up in your face or his face or Where's face. So,
If it's
careful
not
with that
credible,
stuff.
then there's a problem.
Yep. Yeah, man. How often does this stuff, how often is this stuff? You can totally fine to watch his channel, but like, he should be able to
Back up his
back up his stuff.
sources.
A good theory because of some of the things he heard about not liking other superstar amongst me. He's never said that to anybody. And he's never said he didn't like other superstars, namely Shohei Ohtani. That's a complete falsehood, Chris. But let me pull this up. Hang on for 1 second. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Mike Trout and Brian Reynolds to the Yankees. Final big move. I mean, that's very deceptive. Very deceptive. That's the title of his video. Very deceptive. You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. So, got to be careful.
Brian Reynolds is a more realistic option.
Yeah, he is.
Which is why there's so much talk about it. And it's not just from us. It's not just from guys like Pete Simonetti or anyone else and any other content creator. There's legitimate sources, JP Morosi, Jeff Passan. You've got guys like that. Jack Curry who's saying it. So it's not just us content creators. It's guys like that are actually putting it out because there's actually some teeth to it and there is some momentum. Now, how much momentum, we don't know. Because, we're hearing reports that, it's close to being done. And then we're hearing reports that, they're far apart on an offer. And then they're close to a middle ground. But we don't know that. But there are actual sources. There's actual sources backing that up. It's not just content creators.
Yep. He was on with Pete on MLB. Oh, good for him. I mean, the stuff he's putting out, I can't find it credible. That type of stuff, because you have to be able to back that up with facts. And again, that's why people don't need to get riled up. If he can't back it up or you're not seeing anything happening, just don't pay it no mind.
Yeah.
Ricky Henderson back. Trout's not going anywhere. Trout is not going anywhere. I mean, and like Brian Reynolds is the guy to go get, man, unless these Arizona outfielders are still available. And there's a couple. I mean, I know folks have mentioned Kepler. Some folks have mentioned a couple other guys, but like, Varsho would have been a good one.
I wouldn't take a chance on Kepler.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, Varsho would have been nice, but the Blue Jays came in and got him. So
yeah, I wouldn't even mind Jake McCarthy, just because he's got speed. He's a lefty. Yeah. So
his bat will eventually come around. I think his bat is nowhere near Reynolds, but he's younger, much younger, so he's got a lot more control. Yeah. Do I think the Dodgers are going? Yeah, I do think the Dodgers will be going. One reason why the Dodgers are staying under 100%. The threshold is to go after Ohtani. I do think that.
Because then next year they'll blow the threshold out of the water just to get Ohtani. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. Trout to Phillies is better chance. I would agree with that too, David. I would agree with. It's people do their things. I mean, people do their things. They put the kind of content they want out, and but like I said too, like it's up to the audience to decide whether they feel this is factual. That's up to them to fact check it. But if somebody's not giving you any sources to tell you, well, I got this from John Heyman, I got this from Jack Curry, it's on MLBTradeRumors.com. Like we tell you all the time where we're finding it from. So I think it's important just to remain credible in that regard when you're sharing information, because that's like you say Trout's coming and it never happens, and what people can ask, like, what the hell happened? What happened? So we don't want that. We don't want that type of stuff. It's unnecessary. But I understand it's exciting to get people to come to give views, and I totally get it. I get it, but you got to make sure you're accurate, man. If you're not, then be honest with people and tell them, or if you're wrong, be honest and tell people you're wrong.
That was the first thing. That was the first thing he told me when I started was to keep it consistent.
Yeah, yeah. If you're going to be consistent and accurate. Okay. What are reliable Yankee sources? Hannah, Jack Curry,
Well, yep.
Jeff Passan,
I would say
Passan.
Jack Kerr, Jeff Passan.
Um,
I would say maybe J.P. Morosi.
JP Morosi. You've got Mark Feizan, Ken Rosenthal.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
What's his
those
name?
folks. Joel Sherman,
Sweeney Murdy.
Sweeney Murdy. Those folks. And again, I would personally wait for multiple of these guys to come out. I would follow all of them on Twitter because that's generally where a lot of these folks put out their breaking news first on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you'll see pretty quickly, who's accurate.
By the way, a shout out to Hillel of Backstage Baseball. If you haven't followed him, do so. He just
Is he on here?
interviewed. He's not on here. I don't think. I haven't seen him. Or
Yeah, Sweeney Murdy.
He hasn't said anything. But he had Sweeney Murdy on. So if you haven't checked his channel out, do so. He's got some pretty good stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Young, up and coming YouTuber, big baseball fan. He knows his stuff. Mm-hmm.
Also part of the 161 River Ave Mafia.
Yeah, he's one of the OGs, just like Mike is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. John Heyman, A-Rod trade to Red Sox. That deal? It was supposed to have been A-Rod for Manny Ramirez, and MLB vetoed it. MLB itself vetoed that trade.
I remember.
Yep.
I remember that.
Because it was so much, he was leaving so much money on the table, A-Rod, and they didn't want to let him do that, so they vetoed it. And then they somehow came up with this A-Rod for Alfonso Soriano trade. They were like, "What the? Whoa!" So
I remember that.
Yeah,
and then they had that massive.
There's a lot of folks that find reliable. I mean, everybody, their audience comes to their people. Like the right audience will come to you. There's a right, the audience. NYY News has their audience. Like they have a message. They have a style that's different than other channels. That's all fine. It's all cool. But I don't see them making up a lot of propaganda on a regular basis. So,
but again, that deal that you had put out with A-Rod and him that Brian Cashman had with the Angels, where that was going to bring us Jared Weaver.
Yeah, it was going to be Weaver and
a bunch of other prospects.
Yep, Chone Figgins. It was going to be Irvin Santana. Cashman had a trade lined up for A-Rod to go to the Angels. Yep. And then Hank Steinbrenner, Hal's brother, his late brother, vetoed it, and then he gave him a 10-year extension. Yeah, he overruled Brian Cashman and gave him your deal. He dealt directly with Scott Boras.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we're like, you bastard, man. Yeah.
Yep. That was another one.
Yeah, it's just be, again, Anthony, you could be a cool dude. Like I'm sure Enzo's a cool dude, but if you gotta be. It's important to be accurate on here. And again, there's no requirement that he has to be accurate, right? So he's not required to do that. It's just an opinion. But like, if you're gonna mislead people, at some point, you're gonna start rubbing people the wrong way. So I just advise to be careful doing it, man. Be careful doing it. And again,
it helps to be accurate.
Yeah, it does help to be accurate, man, and honest. It's just, at the very least, be both of those, and it won't blow up in your face. If you're wrong, you're wrong, but at least you're honest about it. So,
at least you can be like, hey,
it is what it is. No,
I know this isn't Yankee related, but do you have Paramount Plus?
It's a good question. I have no idea. What's on there?
Because Top Gun Maverick is on there.
Oh, I bought it the first day it came out on Apple TV. The first day it came out on Apple TV, I bought it. I saw it in the theater twice. I was like, oh my God, I have to buy this movie. I bought it immediately.
Yeah.
That movie's awesome. Awesome.
I took JetBlue home from Washington. They have Top Gun Maverick as one of their movie choices.
Dude.
I took JetBlue home from Washington. They have it as one of their movie choices. I watched that and Top Gun on my flight home.
Dude, this is like Yeah, Coke. I mean, yeah, I know people talk about this too. He does a lot of political stuff, but that's his choice. It's fine. We don't do it here, so and it's all good. Whatever people have,
Yep.
whatever. It's totally fine. Um, but who charged with Curtis for sex? Yeah, Chad Curtis.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
being a perv. Um, there's a handful of movies that when they're on TV, it's like I don't care what I'm doing. I have to sit down and watch some of it.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick, okay, the Godfather movies, right? It's
Yeah.
just I like it's on TV. I'm watching it for at least 20 minutes. I
Yeah.
can't walk away. I just can't do it.
No,
Top Gun
you
Maverick.
can't do it.
I just can't do it. Uh, I have to watch. Anzo
You
said
know
his
what's a good
source.
TV show?
Who's that?
Yellowstone,
I heard about that.
1883 and 1923.
I haven't
So
seen.
1883 and 1923 are the prequels of Yellowstone. They're all done by the same producer, Taylor Sheridan. You have to check it out. You
All right,
have to check it out.
is that on Paramount?
It's on Paramount, yes. But if you have Peacock, the first 4 seasons of
I have Peacock.
Yellowstone are on Peacock.
I'll check it out, dude. I bought Peacock just to get the Halloween Ends movie. So, and then I bought that the day it came out
Nice.
on TV. I went to the theater. I went to the theater for that too. Like, it's. I have so many movies. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What, what is this? Anzo
Dude,
said
that's
his
awesome.
sources. Who are his sources? Okay. Who are his sources? Is the question. Name drop your sources. If they're telling the truth, then you should have no problem name dropping them. If it's propaganda, you probably won't name drop them. And then you can go right to their sources and check them, right? And you could tell for yourself whether he's being truthful or not. So it's just a thought. I mean, that's what I would do. I vet that type of stuff. I think it's important to vet it and make sure that you're getting
Yeah.
good intel. Good intel. I mean, you know, the intel here is not always going to be sexy because the moves aren't always sexy, but it's going to be accurate. It'll be accurate. So, you know, I don't like leading people on with shit and like that type of stuff. Excuse my French. You got a little guy there, so pardon my French. But that's the type of
No
stuff.
worries. I got my headphones and he can't hear it.
Anything anyone says in hot stuff. Yeah, that's why like be careful. Like breaking news. The Yankees are interested. Well, everybody knows they're interested. That's not breaking news. Like breaking news is the actual transaction, right? The actual Yankees trade for Yankees signed.
Breaking news.
Right?
The Yankees signed Rodon for 6 years. That's breaking news.
Yes, that's breaking news. Or Yankees are, whatever it is. I mean, it's got to be actual news with some teeth to it. And at least
when that news broke, I was at work. I was literally sitting on the couch in my shop when that news broke. I just gotten off the line, and I was sitting in my shop, just checking out to see what was going on, and all I see is Yankees signed Carlos Rodon to a 6-year, $162 million deal, and I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, I was very happy, man. Very freaking happy. I mean,
I was ecstatic by that.
Oh, God, yeah.
You and I were saying that they should have gotten him last time he was a free agent.
Yeah, they tried to get him at the deadline. It just didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So,
But he said he wanted to be a Yankee. The Yankees wanted him, and guess what? Now he's a Yankee.
Fate worked its magic. So
yes, it did.
Hey guys, true or false? Soto will get 500 for him. I think it's going to be close based on the way salaries are progressing. Yeah, I could see him being the first guy or one of the. I mean, I could see Ohtani maybe getting this much too.
Yeah.
So him, Soto, and probably Vlad Jr. are the three guys I could see getting like 450 to 500 million.
Yep.
Those are I can see that happening. I really, really could. So go get Devers. Well, I mean, in free agency, yes, Jose. I can't see the Red Sox trading their best player to us.
No, that's not going to happen. As much as we would love that, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Stefan, I would have no hesitation at all giving up for Dominguez for Brian Reynolds.
Absolutely.
Like that. Brian Reynolds is the finished product of Dominguez. I don't want to wait for 5 years in the hopes that Dominguez will be what Brian Reynolds is.
And you and I talked about this, and I
Yep.
told you how I feel and what I think Dominguez is going to be. I don't think he's going to be anywhere near where Brian Reynolds is. In fact, I think he's going to be a bust for it.
Yeah.
Because not all guys' skill set in the minors translate well into the majors. Think about it. Look at Estevan Florial. Killed it in the minors. He couldn't hit major league pitching. And I like the guy. But he could not adjust to major league pitching.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault. It's just they can't hack it.
It's true. It's very, very true. Texas Buckeye, appreciate you. 343 likes. All right. Maybe we get the
boy.
There's some good nights for likes, man. Appreciate you keeping us in the loop here, my man.
Texas, you are a legend.
You are a beast, man. You're an absolute legend. Couch GM, we're doing well. We're having a good time here talking about stuff that's been going on. We got Conforto to the Giants.
Yep.
The Giants
to the Phils.
Kimbrel to the Phils.
Taylor Rogers to the Giants.
Taylor Rogers. They made a lot of moves, man.
Yeah.
And this is the third pitcher they brought in the Giants. Taylor Rogers,
Ross Stripling,
and Sean Manaea.
Yeah. So they've done something.
Excuse me. They have done some things. They brought in Mitch Haniger.
Yeah.
So yeah, yes, they missed out on Correa. Yes, they missed out on Judge. Yes, they missed out on Rodon. Yes, but they have made like 6 or 7 moves already. So, and at this point, these are pretty much the only types of moves that they can make now, unless they do some kind of blockbuster trade. Yeah. So maybe they can get a Brian Reynolds. I mean, they came in with money to spend. They tried to spend it. It didn't pan out the way they wanted to. So they're going to get some quantity now instead of the quality. And these guys are still pretty good, but they're just going to load up in a lot of areas. So why not? That's not a bad thing. So
no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done, the Giants. Let's see. What do we got here? Joey. Your ideal rest of the offseason plan, like who we're going to sign. If I'm them, I'm trading for Brian Reynolds.
Yep.
And I'm either adding like a David Bednar or an Andres Munoz, or I'm just signing Andrew Chafin in free agency if that's all they can do. So Brian Reynolds has to be the big piece, in my opinion. I mean,
so I agree with that 100%. The ideal rest of an offseason plan for me is getting Brian Reynolds or getting a guy like an Andres Munoz, David Bednar, or a Gregory Soto.
Yep. Here we go. Somebody's asking me again here. Okay, let me get this. Edit. Copy. Somebody's asking for your channel again. Was that Chris Schmidt?
Yep.
Chris, I'm linking 4 trains, and yeah, there are a couple of 4 train channels, but these are the specifics of his. So just link this particular one here. Okay. I'm going to put it up here. Morning Brew Hector's in the house. What it do, baby?
What it do? Salute, 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 Hector. All capital S's.
Yeah, if you folks haven't seen Yankees Morning Brew, you got to check that out, man. You really, really do.
You guys better grab yourselves a cup of Yankees Morning Brew, hop on that 4 Train Express, and take a ride on up to 161 River Ave and get yourself on up there.
That's right,
man. Yourself some good content.
That's right. That's right, man. Here we go. That's the link right there, Chris, to his channel directly. So take a look. It'll take you right to his channel, and please support him. 343 likes, man. You're a beast.
You are a legend. Whoever wrote that, was that Texas?
Texas Buckeye. He's a legend, dude. He's a beast.
Texas Buckeyes is Texas Buckeye is an OG of this channel.
That's it. He is, man. He is. Hop on Morning Brew if you're around. You're always welcome to hop on. You know that, brother. You, Carl Pavano and Jeff Weaver, some of the biggest busts ever.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about, Aiden. Like Gregory Soto or Andrew Chafin. If you can't get Bednar I think is the big righty dominant arm. I think another lefty would be a good idea.
Yeah.
These guys are gettable. Soto's gettable. They don't want to give up Torres or prospects and just get Andrew Chafin in free agency. He's not going to break the bank, but Having
No,
another reliable lefty would be a wise idea.
I agree.
What do we got here? We had a Sonny Carter, the son of Craig Carter from. That's what I'm talking about, morning, bro.
Dude, that's
Talking
awesome.
about, man.
Hats off to you, brother.
Yeah, man. People love coming on with you, man, just like we do. So, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, baby.
You're killing it. You
Yes,
know
you
what?
are.
You know what? Hector, this guy is an absolute all-star. He is a rock star, man. He is a legend in his own right. With everything that he does, if you haven't checked his channel out, you guys are missing out.
Yeah. Now they have Nick's Morning Brew. They talk basement. They have so many folks
They
on
have
there.
everything.
They've got a lot of things in the works too. So you got keep your eyes out if you haven't. Make sure to subscribe to Yankees Morning Brew and definitely the 4 Train Express too, man. Please do. Devers to the Yankees would be fantastic, but I mean, I can't see them trading him. And at this point, they're going to have to give him either the big extension he wants or trade the guy. Okay. I mean,
I
because
mean,
if he leaves with just like Bogarts did, they're going to burn the stadium down. The fans. You lost Devers, they're going to go crazy.
I'm telling you, they let Devers go the way they let Bogarts go. The Barbarians are going to be at the gates.
Yeah, they're going to be beating down the walls, man. It's going to be like the scene from
They're already doing that
Yeah,
because of Bogarts. They already want him gone.
it's crazy, crazy. Do I see Donaldson and Hicks finally get? I could see one of them being traded, wink to man, but I think it's going to happen at the end of the off season when teams are still like, you know what, we still need this position player, and all the guys are off the board. And we're going to have to consider a guy like Hicks and have to consider a guy like Donaldson because of whatever.
I
You know what I mean? And
could see Donaldson getting traded.
I would love it. I would
That
love
would
it.
be great, man.
I would love it, man. It's just,
Huh?
it would be fantastic, man.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, man. Because like, what's this? What do you got from Chris? Jason, Mike, the Ute, and Jake, man, like my intro because accents make it happen, man.
Dude,
Accents
you
make
know
it
it.
happen, baby. You know,
You know it.
Ben and Danielle, hello. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Hector, they will absolutely riot.
They are
I mean,
going.
it's going to be
They
like
are.
that scene from the town towards the end. They had that shootout in Fenway Park. It's going to be that. Jeremy Renner, Ben Rafford, they're just going to.
No, they're not going to have a stadium. That stadium is going to be brought down brick by brick if that happens.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to tear that freaking place down. They're going to tear that place down. And you know what?
That's going to be that's going to be an absolute zoo.
Hein Bloom better get moving, man. He better get something going. Dude. I mean, I don't know what to say about Zach Wilson, man.
Zach Wilson is not NFL quarterback material.
Yeah, at this point, I don't know what they're gonna do. Unless they can get Lamar Jackson, which will be. I don't know.
I don't think Baltimore is going to give him up that easily.
You gotta get somebody.
You gotta get someone.
Mike White is okay, but he's already like damaged goods. He's already hurt, so we'll see. We'll see what Wilson from Castaway is better than Zach Wilson. Yeah. Devers will command at least 330. He's already commanded 300, Craig, and they've offered him 240, so they're 60 million apart from each other. As last that we've heard, he's going to get that 300. Here we go again. Rumors about Trout wants to come to the Yankees, and both him and Reynolds looking to get traded for. Are you hearing it from the same source, Jason, that everybody else is? We've heard everybody's saying the same source who has sources. Who are you hearing this from, Lung? I want to see. I want to see who you're hearing it from. Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. I don't know if this is going to, ruffle any feathers, but with everything that we've been hearing about Brian Reynolds, that might be something to keep an eye on, because at any point, it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, that we hear Brian Reynolds has been traded.
Yeah.
Because if we know Cashman, we've said this earlier, we've said it before, Cashman is someone who is known to be up 24 hours just to get a
Yeah.
deal done.
He was on the
And
phone during the Rodon conference. Somebody texted him about a trade. Somebody texted him about a freaking trade during the Rodon press conference, and he was talking about it afterward. So,
and
yeah,
with Hal's track record this offseason, with what he's done, he's liable to be up 24 hours too to get a deal done for Reynolds.
you got that right, man.
Source: old lady from Grand Concourse who sells fine apples.
The only old lady source I would find credible is the old lady who sells the mango with the salt and the hot sauce and
Yes.
the lemon in the little bag up on Grand Concourse. You know what I'm talking about? Or the churros or one of those. But the lady
Yep.
who sells the mango, that's the only one I would do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Boy, everybody's just name dropping Enzo here, man. Oh my God, he's gonna get a bad rep, man. Oh boy, gotta be careful.
Oh boy.
Gotta be careful putting this stuff out if you don't have the accurate. Oh, it is the perfect snack, man. Got that right. Yeah, we should check out. Why should we check him out, Couch GM? Give people a reason to. People haven't seen him yet. Because that helps people when you can recommend them and have reasons why. Yes, he put out a video that, yeah, they were kind of talking about a Trout, and it's nice to put out hypotheticals, but like, be
Where's
careful.
the tangibles?
Be careful how you present this information.
Yeah.
If it's like, if the title says this or suggests that it's factual and then the video is not, you gotta be careful with that. Very careful. Think cuidado, man. Cuidado.
You
Same to you,
definitely gotta. Yes, you can be safe, man. Have a safe and happy New Year. Please, be safe, have fun.
Yeah.
But
This is the show you want to see on MLB News TV right here. Get Yanked. It's a new show. 2 stars on there. Hector and Jigaman Porto.
Jigaman Porto is a fantastic dude. I will tell you now firsthand from speaking with him, over chats and whatnot. But Jigaman Porto, that is an outstanding dude, and both he and Hector really make the Yankees morning brew the way it is.
Telling you, man.
And Hector does the legwork, and Jigaman is the behind the scenes guy. But the two of them is what makes Yankees morning brew. Same with Nick's morning brew.
Yep. Man with the plan. You got Jig, and then the talent behind on the screen right there with Hector, man. Just getting it done.
Absolutely.
It done. That's how you do it, man.
And Hector, just a shout out to Hector. Anytime you and Jigaman want on a live stream, I do. Same goes for you, Jason. You guys are more than welcome to do so.
We appreciate it, man.
Know.
Appreciate it. Who is this? Yourself, Pizza Minute, and Nathan will be interviewing Rob Brantley from the Knicks. All right, man. Nice. Very nice, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Appreciate it, man. That's all I'm talking about, man. That's how you do it.
That's awesome.
And I'm on there with Hector every other Thursday too. We talk baseball too. 11 a.m. Every other Thursday, so Eastern time. So come check us out. It's on the Yankees Morning Brew channel. So and it's good, man. We always put out the content. We always put out the fire there, man.
Yep.
Always put out the fire. No news yet on Chafin yet, Jose. No news yet. But I'm sure at some point we're gonna wake up one day and we'll find out he's been. That's those types of guys.
This is the off season that's been, and I've described it in a couple of my videos as a roller coaster ride because that's what it's been.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly what it's been.
No doubt about it. If Brian Jones gets traded to the Yankees tomorrow, you have to get his jersey. It's like I'm gonna get a Rodon jersey, so to go with my Cole jersey.
And you also have to do the apple pie Big Mac thing.
Yeah, well, this is true too. If they get for Brian Reynolds tomorrow, the double Big Mac and the double apple pie. That you have my word, dude. I have to wear my diaper just in case, but
So funny story. I was on a rescue deck for my command. We were coming back we were going somewhere to our next destination, and there was a McDonald's in the airport. I'm like, you know what? Just because I'm a part of the 161 River Ave Mafia, I have to do the Big Mac apple pie mix. My God, it was So refreshing to have.
That's how you do it. That's love, right? That's commitment. You hear that? Commitment, love, baby. That's how you do it, baby. Props to you for doing that, man.
Yeah.
See, even when he's on deployed somewhere, that's right, man.
You have to.
Spreading
You
the good
have
word,
to.
man. That's the good word, Big Mac and Alpine. That's the preach. It's the gospel.
You have to do it.
Yes. Yes. Oh, appreciate that, man. You're a beast. Brian Reynolds has signed with. He has to get traded here, Daniel. Can't sign. He's not a free agent. So,
Ryan Reynolds is getting traded within the next 2 weeks.
yeah.
And it's 2 to the Yankees, and I can promise you that because just of how much the Yankees have been linked to him and how hard Hal is trying to get this left field situation figured out and how hard he's been going this offseason.
My stomach like it was my. Oh man. We have to give you. We have to do the little stomach. Sana sana comida 5 pesitos para mañana. We have to do a little soothing tummy thing for you, Hector. You know. Yeah. But props to you for trying it, man. Props to you for trying it.
Hats off to
You
you.
do need a strong stomach for it because it's a different type of thing. So who the hell puts an apple pie in a burger? Nobody. I don't know why I came up with it. I just did. Actually, I was feeling lazy one day and I didn't want to eat them separately. So I just and I did it that way. I wanted to simplify the process and I'm like, dude, this is really good. This is really
You
good.
have to do it. You have to try it at least once. At
Tricky
least
one.
once.
Zero truth to the trout rumors. Zero truth. Propaganda. Zero truth right now, dude. So, is White Castle still in the Bronx? Oh,
I think so. I
don't
would
know.
think so.
I don't live in the Bronx, but Hector, do you have any insight on that, bro? Is there a White Castle still there? In the Bronx somewhere? And where would it be? Because those are some their fries are phenomenal, dude. They little onion rings, like
Dude, have you had their what was it? Those big White Castle boxes that they did where they had like 100 burgers in the crave case? Yeah.
It's the real stuff right there. Yeah, you gotta have your Alka-Seltzer with you more exactly. You get your Alka-Seltzer, but look at this. You see, there's a White Castle 5 minutes from you. See, it's still out there. This is a franchise, man. I mean, this is like an American classic, dude. They're not gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. We'd be insult to the country if it went away. Yeah, we should get McDonald's to sponsor this channel.
We really should.
We should, man. No news on Trey Mancini, Jose. We'll wrap this up in about 5 minutes, by the way. I appreciate you hanging out with this long, man. Sliders, Texas. Oh, yeah, baby. Fordham Road next to Fordham University. Lead the way, baby. Lead the way.
Did you see what Texas said? 161 River Ave brought to you by McDonald's.
We gotta get McDonald's to sponsor this channel, man. We talk about them so much, like promoting them all the time. So, Christmas Vacation. That's a great movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
Chevy's in the house. Murder Burgers. My dad used to call them Murder Burgers.
Yeah.
White Castle. Yeah. That's what my dad used to call them. Tremont Ave. All right.
Okay.
That one in Williamsburg. That's what I'm talking about. So let's see. Multiple
Jason,
locations.
if you ever get up to Yankee Stadium this year, there's a diner literally right up the block from Yankee Stadium. And they sell one of the best gyros in the Bronx.
I like gyros. I really like gyros.
It's big. It's loaded with everything. And a buddy of mine and I used to go up there after games. You know, we'd just chill at the train station while waiting for our train and just scarf it down. It was one of the greatest gyros we've ever had.
You're making me hungry now, man. God. Oh my God. Bad Santa, another classic movie with Billy Bob Thornton.
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears, baby. It's fantastic. You trade the Hamburglar. Yeah, baby.
Hey, I would trade Aaron Hicks for a whole McDonald's chain just so I could have the Big Mac and apple pie.
Damn right, man. I would. Shoot, man. Ronald McDonald's, man. Oh my God. Wait. Let you guys and gals go. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and or Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays to all of you.
Yes.
Appreciate you spending time with us. And Hicks for Hector, I don't know. McRibs, it's a little too valuable for Hicks. You know, half. I mean, he might get us half a McRib. I don't know if a full deal will get us. Yeah, but happy holidays to everybody. Peace and love
Yes.
to all of you. Appreciate always your support. Next Friday, we're going to do it again because it's the day before New Year's Eve and people like to celebrate. So, and then we'll get back to the regular Saturday schedule after that when we're into the New Year's. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.
Before we go,
Yo,
next week when I get home, whatever days I have off, that is not on New Year's, I will be going live. Jason, I will let you know. I will send you the link. Hector, same with you and Jigaman. You guys are more than welcome to come on and absolutely be there. I'm going to see if I can get Tats on there. I'm going to see if I can get Chris the Flash on there. Kevin from BX Sports Jedi. If you haven't checked him out, please do. He is a fantastic content creator. He's got a lot of great content, just like Chris the Flash. And these guys have helped me out. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'll get you the link, and then if you guys are able to, please jump on. Love to have you guys.
same here, man. Same here. And again, a Texas Buckeye, shout out to you for keeping us informed on the likes. We have 370 likes, man. Appreciate
Absolute legend.
You're a legend, Texas, man. Appreciate you. But peace and love to everybody. And we'll talk to you next time. Have a great weekend.
Sounds good.
Over now.